Hi, I'm Sebastian from Profil Prog. I'm glad to welcome you, Tommi Niemi from Naryan, a Finnish band. Yes. First of all, how are you doing tonight? Are things okay in Finland?
I'm doing great, thank you, and thank you for taking time to have a little chat with me. And yeah, spring is coming along. Everything seems nice. Nothing's as dark as our music, so yeah, things are good.
So, you were formed
Are you?
in 2005. How did it start?
To be honest, I can't really tell that much about those times since I joined, I guess, in 2017, 4 years ago. So whatever happened before that, it's a little bit blurry to me. But there's been a lot of people coming in, going out, and that's a couple of guys who've been with us for a long time. And Lauri, our guitar player, he's been around since the beginning, so we still have some original members left.
Of course. The Withering is the title of your brand new album. Why is such a melancholic name?
I suppose it suits the music, don't you think?
Of course.
Yeah, it's a really really sad album, I think, and the name, yeah, it just suits it, I guess. It's kind of well, we spent at least 4 to 5 months trying to come up with a name title for the album, so it wasn't an easy decision.
And what is the story behind? Because you talk about loss and death in this album, largely. Why?
Because why not?
Well, of course,
Those are
but why?
those are yeah, I, I I'd say they're big emotions, and it's rather easy to find something to say about them, and everyone can relate to them one way or another. I guess that's the main theme, but yeah, I think it pretty much came naturally anyway. The whole idea was to have a kind of a concept album, but not too tight. To have certain themes, exactly love and death and loss and mourning, and we didn't plan it to be too tight of a concept, but to have a common theme, a red line going through all through the album, and I think it worked quite nice actually. Yeah.
Yes. And musically speaking, I can feel what I call the Russian mood, the spatial and deep musical atmosphere, I would say. What do you think?
Um, yeah, that's a good question. There is some common ground, I think, in Russian melancholy and the Finnish type of melancholy, but um, uh, I don't know. I don't know the Russian melancholy that well, so I can't really compare, but I definitely understand why you can hear that.
Of course, the what we call the Russian mood in music, Tchaikovsky, all these influences. And what
Yeah.
was the main idea when you started composing the album, musically speaking?
Well, the working title for the album was Funeral Album. So, and the idea was to have it as grandiose and as big as possible, sound wise, and also the compositions. But it's kind of, I don't know, the songs came out individually, one by one, and somehow we just managed to knit them all together. But we really took our time with the album. It took I don't know, maybe 3, 4 years, maybe more. So it
A long
wasn't
time.
easy, but yeah. And we had a lot of composers on the album, and a lot of people working on each song. So it wasn't just like one person making a song and that's it. There were at least 3, 4 people working on each track. So it was a big job.
Of course. And what seems obvious to me when I listen to this album is that you look like a true band instead of a series of musicians, instruments. You are a true band, a sort of unity. I can feel it. What do you think?
I appreciate the comment, yeah. And yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's that's a really good evaluation, really.
Thank you. And
Yeah,
can you have some words about the Tampere Opera Choir? How did they join the band?
I think it was Evelina who played keys on the album. She just contacted them and asked if they would be interested, and I think she asked a couple of choirs, and yeah, they were excited from the start, and it came out really, really nicely. It's but the thing is that once they made the tracks and they put it on the album, and then they brought it to me and said, "Now you got to sing on top of that," and that was really intimidating.
Of course.
It's the sound is so big, so and they were real singers. I just like to sing, but I'm not a professional, so it's it was an interesting experience.
Of course, I guess. Okay. Also, I will use the term of cinematic music, as I can feel like in a movie when I listen to the album. Would you agree? I can really feel like in a movie, imagine stories and
Yeah, yeah,
contemplating the sky and listening to the music.
yeah, yeah. I think Evelina, who wrote quite a bit of the album, really likes the soundtrack world in the movies, and I think there must be a lot of influences from the great movie composers as well. So yeah, I think you have a point there.
And what is your best track in the album for you? Favorite track?
Pardon? For me, I think it's the first single, "Until We Meet Again." I think as a singer, I pay most attention to the vocals, and on that specific track, I think the vocals worked out really nicely. So I have to say that's my favorite. It's um, I think it's really, really emotional song, so it works.
And
What do you think?
the world is filled with silence. I would say
The big one.
the big one,
Yeah,
the epic
yeah.
song.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is a great song, I think. I really
And
like that one.
I will say the at the end the only song sung in Finnish, Takama.
I, yeah,
It's a good pronunciation, Takama.
Takama. Yes,
Takama. What do you think
it is
of
good.
Takama? It's
Well, it
lovely,
was.
really.
Yeah, it's an interesting track. I have never sung in Finnish before, so it was a bit of a challenge. But Yeah, I think when you really, really want to listen to the lyrics, maybe Takama is the saddest one of them all. And it doesn't quite sound like it, but it is really dark. So, yeah, I think it was a nice surprise at the end of the album to have something in our native language. And it fits the mood of the entire album, so yeah, it's good.
This is the end of the interview. Would you like to add something? Anything you want
Well, I would really
to
like
tell
to
us?
thank you again for taking time, and really hoping to see everyone live one day when all of this ends and we can actually see each other again.
And I used to end my interviews with short questions. I have three for you.
Sure.
First one. The song you would have loved to compose. One song.
Okay, that would be from the band Halloween and the song Halloween. That would be mine.
Okay. The artist or the band you wish you had played with. A band, an
No,
artist.
that's a tough one. I will just be lame and say my own band, Naryan.
Very good. Very good. Very clever answer. Thank you. And now close your eyes and make a wish.
Sure.
Can you tell us what is the wish for the future?
No.
For the future of mankind, for example, for us.
If I tell you, it never comes true, right? That's the superstition, yeah?
Thank you, Tommy, for your time. I wish you
Thank you
all
so
the best of luck and success for the future. Keep in touch, of course, for the future, next interviews, and I wish you a great evening in Finland. Bye bye, Tommy. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
You as well.